What's something that's hated for no reason? Actors because of the characters they played. I read that the woman who played Bryan Cranston's wife on Breaking Bad still gets hate mail. Guy Fieri. Dude has donated millions to charity and done phenomenal things for the world, but because he has spiked blonde hair and is a meme, people hate on him. Black cats. They are so sweet and funny, but psychos go out of their way to hurt them, or some people think they are bad luck, so they are less likely to be adopted. In Japan, China and other Asian cultures, black cats are considered good luck and symbolize long life and prosperity. I think it's mostly Western countries that have this idea that black cats are bad luck. I always thought it was really weird how in the 90s, every other cartoons go to target of hate were mimes. Guys liking feminine things. I grew up in Vietnam and lived there until the age of 15. I'm a guy who played dolls and house with my elder sister, who is 6 years my senior, when I was 5 to 6, and subsequently received so much flack and jeering from fellow elementary classmates, both boys and girls, as well as homeroom teachers, after I accidentally blurted out about my abnormal playing activities to the world, or my small world. Luckily, my parents just let me be. My dad later told me to not reveal my interests to anyone whom I do not know well out of concern that I might be bullied. He personally bought me a Sailor Moon action figure. Building Lego sets according to the instructions. People would always shun me for not using my imagination and ruining what the sets could be. Motherfucker, I paid $50 for a spaceship, so let me build my goddamn spaceship. Vegetarian options. Yeah, the thing I don't get is the morons who, for example, when Tim Hortons began offering the Impossible Breakfast Sandwich, start commenting on their post, "You just lost a customer." Like, WTF. Nobody is forcing you to order or eat it. They simply are offering it to anyone who might enjoy it. Yes, I see it all the time as well. Funny, it always seems to be the crowd who talk about cancel culture or talking about how people today get too offended over everything. I tried the A&W Impossible Burger the other day. I'm a Mozza burger lover, but the Impossible Burger was good. The patty was spiced similar to the cheap pre-cooked burgers, which is alright, or that's what I thought they tasted like. Doubling down on this with the insect-based food as well. They are going crazy over chocolate covered grasshoppers in grocery stores for some reason. Although this is more straight conspiracy based, just don't buy it. There is a market for it, otherwise the product wouldn't exist. Anything that girls between 12 and 16 like. The mind-blowing lack of introspection I see about this. I grew up in the early 2000s when TRL was playing non-stop Blink 182, Green Day and Sublime, and I had to hear about how liking boy bands meant I was immature and dumb. Teenage boys like immature, dumb shit all the time, and that's exactly what they should be doing. Why don't girls get like a effing ounce of grace? What part of Twilight is so much stupider? The, say, Transformers movies. What part of One Direction is more embarrassing than Machine Gun Kelly? Why is spending your entire day learning how to perfect an eyeshadow look so dumb and shallow? And spending your entire day learning a new skateboard trick is a legit way to spend your time. It really messed with my head until I got through college. Probably wasn't until 23ish that I felt comfortable liking what I like and not being ashamed of liking feminine things that don't appeal to 14-year-old boys. Cosplay. It's just makeup and acting. Literally everyone does it on Halloween. But once you put a name to it, it's weird. It's just an art form. Sure, some people can be cringy, but the actual art itself isn't. I've cosplayed. My sister has cosplayed. We have judged others super hard for it on occasion. It's not about what you do but how. It's like the difference between being a big anime fan and Naruto running down the school halls and only talking in anime references. There's a line. Dunno how broad this is, but teachers who are just trying to do their job. I had the sweetest teacher who was made the victim of a nasty Instagram account making fun of her body. She was a little overweight. Students would take photos of her without her knowledge and zoom in on areas and post to the Instagram. I never knew about it till the principal talked to our whole class. The creator, followers, likers and commenters all got in major trouble. That teacher never came back to finish the rest of the year. Makes me so sad. People having fun. or being cringe. If it's not hurting anybody, I don't see the harm in it. I work in the social sciences and people that make fun of others like this are usually trying to protect their own identity. Idea being that if I want to be in the in-group, I need to make sure I push down anything that stands out around me that is part of the out-group to solidify my position that I'm indeed in the right place. This is why really successful people are usually very confident and don't put down others, because they are comfortable with where they are in life, so they don't need to put other people down to ensure their place. If someone does this, even if they don't think it is why they are putting others down, it usually is they just don't know it. Being confident in yourself makes it so you care very little about others' behaviors and opinions. Pre-built gaming PCs. I'll pay a few $100 extra to not have to deal with the hassle of finding all the parts I need, waiting for them all to arrive, assembling them, having something not work, troubleshooting for 6 hours to figure out what's not working, returning that part, and waiting for the replacement, assembling with that part, realizing another part wasn't working right. Then, yeah, I guess a lot of people, myself included, have a sort of passion for all that stuff. Even the constant fiddling and adjusting and not knowing what's wrong and having to figure it out for yourself. But like, not everybody likes that. Some people just want the thing and to enjoy it. A lot of people are kinda snobby about it too and think they know everything, so a company's pre-built option is effing awful because of like a 0.5% bottleneck or whatever compared to their setup that costs £500 more for that little difference. There are some extremely knowledgeable people there making these things. Tattoos. It's not even your body. I understand if someone with face tattoos with eardrops or nasty quotes on his body might scare you. That I get a bit. But if someone wants a freaking butterfly, let them geez. And people saying oh, but it will look bad when you're old. Point well, everything will look bad when you get old. Happy holidays. When I worked retail, I had a customer throw a fit about our happy holidays signs because this is America and most people here are Christian. Later, I found out this sentiment is nauseatingly common. Happy holidays includes Christmas. You're literally throwing a fit about not excluding people. That's a serious concern. Atheists. Why the F do people who believe in God get so exercised over someone who doesn't? It's not like anyone has ever provided any definitive proof either way. Basic women. Let women like things, even if they are commonly liked and mainstream. It's not hurting anybody that a large group of women enjoy pumpkin spice lattes or watch reality TV or enjoy taking a trip to Target. It makes them happy, so why should it annoy so many other people? Liking things meant for people way younger than you. My 17-year-old brother likes Thomas the Tank Engine. Has a huge layout with buildings, trees, storylines, the whole thing. My dad and his girlfriend refuse to buy it for him and actively ridicule him for it. Like, point WTF is it to you? My 19-year-old son is a happy, well-rounded, hard-working young man. He has great friends, is generous and has always had a sense of / has demanded what's fair and just for himself and all others. But his dad, who truly does love him to be fair, gave him because he was just never interested in dating. It's like, so what? Leave him alone. I warned his dad to back off. He's up many times. Once my son turned 18 he stopped going to his dad's. He visits occasionally and his dad had finally learned his lesson. But my son is still apprehensive and careful about visiting his dad. My son tells me everything. He hates the culture of meaningless sex and just hasn't connected with someone romantically. What the hell is wrong with that? Nothing. Yet every other weekend he'd hear you need to get out there when you gonna start dating. And never, damn dude, your book you are writing is really coming along nice. Or I heard you took on that a-hole bully who was messing with that kid the other day. You're a bad A. He knows who he is, so leave him alone. Your brother digs trains. So the F what? My dad is building an entire train track that goes around his room right now. He digs Thomas, too. I get it. It's like, let people be themselves, and not what you consider normal. Normal is boring anyway.